Hello, welcome in your readings of the Hinterland CargoCult Manifesto. Yes, we are making a reading today during the first castle, the first 52 days, the Red Castle. We're making it on the second day of the second cycle. So we had one cycle of 13 days and now we are on the second cycle doing the readings on the lunar eagle. So the second, the second, and then the eagle. So it's in the wavespell of the wizard, and that's all I have to say about this. This is until the end of February. So from the 16th, 13 days until the 28th of February. So let's start easy before we do something else. Let's start easy with the reading. We haven't been reading, so I will be shuffling. So there are some readings previously made online. And now we're starting again. We started with the Red Castle. So the Red Castle is the first castle. It's a collective reading. Page of Swords, so specific information, specific collective here. And we have Justice and the Moon card. So again, two major arcana cards by Science and the Libras. Page of Sword, the air signs. Oh well, let me show you a Page of Sword, Justice and the Moon in the Röhrig deck. So the paintings you see is from Nicolas Röhrig. And if you see this part of the deck, so here we see the front view, we have here the Pax Cultura emblem made by her, because his wife Helena also was included with the yoga practicing and everything, yoga and yoga practicing. Well, here we have Justice and the Moon in the Röhrig deck, and he made this emblem, the banner of peace, and it represents time through arts. So the art of time, so the moon calendar, or the image you saw just before, the 13-day cycle, 13 moon cycles, as an example. So we have many examples here. So I also explained we are on the Gregorian calendar from the 16th until the 28th. So hang on a minute. Yes, fair enough. Sometimes a little intermezzo. Yes, of course, with those pages of swords. So fair enough. I was hearing something about a time stamp. So a stamp on a paper even, or a specific datum where there is a release or an coming together. It could also be you have to witness something, Page of Sword, or you have to explain something where you have a lot of knowledge about at a something here with timing, or you're being asked to do this on a specific timing. So the moon, the rhythm, the timing, where we are doing readings on here. And yes, speaking about timing, just some days ago there was like Mercurius sextiling Jupiter, and I was thinking, why not to do also readings for sextiles or squares or something. And first of all, furthermore, let's see the dice today. We have already 3 sixes, 3 ones, 2 twos, 3 3. I mean 4 4 3 1. 1 1 1 2 2 6 6 6 4431. Oh, maybe once again I didn't saw it. There were 4 ones at one time. 4 ones, 2 twos, 2 fours, 3 6, and 1 3. Well, so happy, happy, joy, joy. Let's read on the reading. So keeping it real here with the justice cards. Yes, as a matter of speaking, these are readings made in the Hinterland CargoCult Manifesto. Well, that being said, yes, let's read for you. So enjoy and relax is the first reading. So it took some time to fix the camera, and I'm still working on the internet. I explained it in the Gemini video, the one I incidentally erased or deleted. So sorry, Geminis. We have the page of the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So the difficulties in words or in saying something beautiful. I'm thinking about the reading. The last reading was for Virgo. We saw how they were learning about words, and here how to say something beautiful or how to say something difficult more beautiful, or how to make people not waiting on answers, that you just have to keep on talking and giving something. So we will play some cards. Here we have the Ace of Swords, so clarity, truth. So what actually we want to hear, what actually is this, what actually is being said. So yeah, the moon, of course, so the mission to the moon, for example, what we saw during the previous reading. Page of Swords, justice, fair enough. There's information about the moon from every decade, from every century. You can find meaningful messages, Knight of Cups, from the moon or over the moon. So Page of Wands, so this is artists, arts, so artistic ways of talking about the moon. So could also be imaginary, fantasy, music, Knight of Cups, so words, stories, poems. The Knight of Cups is different than the Queen of Cups, but we will keep on following the story. Here we have the Devil and the Sun, so okay, we have to shine some light on the industry or in the business. Well, I'm a bit curious what this will be. The next card here, yeah, you see it. Well, we talked about the communication, and after I closed the reading for the Virgo, I tried to open my new laptop, which Gemini gave me. So thank you, Gemini. And I tried to load it, but it worked first. But today, or when it was some days ago, it did not work. Today also, it did not work. And I just opened it, installed it, and I saw the Bing, browser search engine functions, Wheel of Fortune. Well, Wheel of Fortune, it's a lot. I mean, we talked about the vocabulary, so question mark or not a question mark in the way of interacting with this kind of chat box entities. Ace of Swords, like is the truth being told by computer mechanics, for example, in navigation here with the moon. We just have Valentine, the day 14 February, Valentine. Last year we made a reading about Valentine, the pilot who was flying, and suddenly he went so dizzy, probably because of making so many moves in the air, while he could not fix his orientation, the wheel of smoke, and then his plane was lost, probably at sea. And the radio communication was on tape. It's also to be found online, some parts of the broadcast, and his instruments where he was navigating on, he did not believe the instruments, but it was because the instruments, they were showing where the horizon was, for example, or other levels. And while Ace of Swords, while checking his gear, he could not see because there was some kind of Fata Morgana, like the lines of the surface of the sky and the waters, they collide in a way. That's why it's sometimes difficult to see if you're flying, for example, straight up. If you see that, for example, a cloud and the sky, those things. And I mean, you're flying, and it's like, oh my God, those birds are flying upside down, and still you're seeing on the machinery that you have to change back your course to what the machines are saying, or not. And Ace of Swords, this is what actually is here being done. I hope you had a nice Valentine day. So I wonder what you have been doing. We had the Emperor here, so the boss, the king, actually, also the CEO, Emperor, the Captain here is ready. So it's interesting. We have a Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune can go all directions. So I think it's a bit, the February month, so the calm before the storm. And let's see. So we're taking another deck, and we will do the same layout. So the transition reading. So transitioning here, Ace of Swords. What is truthful? What is clarity? I'm thinking here about, again, Valentine. Yeah. So we have been taking another deck, and this, I was just saying, this is a transition reading, and we mentioned the story about Valentin, and Valentin, and his plane was mysteriously disappeared. The circumstances were not very clear at that point, Ace of Swords, and he tried to navigate his instruments as best as he could, probably. And because we are in a transition reading, the person had got many flight hours with the machine he was flying with, but nowadays we see eventually that there is still a quest to make really a transition between machines when you first start to use them. For example, a car or the airplane, while you need time to get to know the instruments, and what actually is the difference between what you previously have been using, or is it completely new, or what actually is the difference? Because if the speed goes a little bit more faster than you used to, it's a big change. Eventually, even if nothing else has been changing, you have to, in a way, see like what is real life flight hours or drive hours? What are the instructions? Who are instructioneers to really facilitate a transition to other materials? And then also, of course, the books, the handbooks, the manuals and everything. We see here a lot happening here in the Ace of Swords to make some clarity, just step by step. here. Yeah. So the moment when you pull the sword out of the stone, when you know how to use it, when you upgrade it, this is a bit a transition. So the transition reading, the transition card is a Six of Swords. You see the boats, so the vehicle, so the new vehicle. So welcome if you're new on this channel. Yeah, it can only become bigger and brighter here, the Six of Wands. So let's start with one more round. We have many cards. The Wheel of Fortune is jumping out again, so a lot of things are changing and shifting. Are you quite enjoying this Wheel of Fortune experience? Here the King of Pentacles comes up. Is again, we saw the King of Pentacles coming up like, hey, what should I pay? What should I pay? And here you're like, the Wheel of Fortune. You pay with the Wheel of Fortune, or the Wheel of Fortune ain't payable. So the High Priest and the sun, so bringing shining bright light. Just happy to watch the High Priestess, the sun, happy to watch the sun sitting relaxing. This is the Nine of Cups. This is for those who have been seeing other readings, one of the cards here that is representing, for example, flight traffic control leaders, or train traffic controllers. Yeah, could also be the simulations together to get this Ace of Swords, this clarity to make the simulation and to enter the simulation of a new vehicle that you are gonna use or will be using. So it could also be preparations for a game, could also be like really doing a game, football or basketball or something, or the gaming industry here. So Wheel of Fortune, so a lot of magic. Of course, we are in the wave spell of the wizard, so all about enchantment. The High Priestess, the sun. I mean, when does a High Priestess come out of her dark temple cave to come out in the sun? I mean, that's already so much fun. So Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm hearing here defensive or a connection between lands or borders here. So here there is questions about this. It feels a little bit about the military. Could be we have here a king. We don't have the King of Swords. Asking this question as a King of Earth, so very probably smarter investments, or you are guiding people to get invest their money into brighter topics, the sun, to make these connections out of the border, Wheel of Fortune, or to connect with those people from out of the border, or those who are border lined, so they border a line. So that's also interesting if you are shape shifting. For example, you're standing in a queue and you're standing there already waiting, and then it's your time, and then you get out of the shop and you have what you got to do your shape shifting, whatever it is you are making, whatever shop it is you are enjoying, hopefully to interact with. Two of Cups we are seeing. Yes. So this can only expand. We have the Six of Sticks. So Jupiter, the card of Jupiter. We are making some dedications. You see here the crown, the laurier, or olive tree branches here on the stick. This victory, this expansion, this way to ultimatism. I'm hearing here with the sun, and some other things I was planning to say that slipped my mind, because yeah, probably this reading could be going on for a longer time than 16 minutes. So yeah, it can be also something with a music number or band with a number in its name. So I'm thinking about the Psalm 23 song. So it's a song. So they made a lot of songs about this psalm. So here you see also yeah, how to say, passing through. Yeah. So I'm thinking here about the psalm, and in a way also connecting to the story and this, yeah, this Knight of Cups, all those fantasy realms, Wheel of Fortune, I mean, obviously, and this expansion about, how was it called? The fantasy music soundscape of the Moody Blues. They also had a song about themselves. Okay, the queens are out. We have two queens, so two girls or two women, two queens, two empresses, Queen of Pentacles who are connecting here. So they're looking to something here, the same thing, the Queen of Pentacles. So I think here a lot of investment also goes into womanization, the magic of what women here, the magician, and the strength here of women or of queens or of dreams and fantasy, and how to pull that into the real worlds or word to world and worlds to world with this Queen of Pentacles. Something like a music suite, or some kind of a device to make music on or play, or the attachment to what you made or what you recorded that is delivered to the client or to the consumer, customer, even here, two of coins, two of cups. It's not a two of coins. We're doing the reading on the two of eagle. So the different faces, the different viewpoints. The eagle sees from way beyond. Yeah. I hope you're enjoying yourself a little bit. So I'm gonna stretch my legs a little bit before I run out of oxygen. Could also be. So now I'm gonna breathe in some oxygen, and I'm right back. And yeah, so sometimes I go up surface and I go get some oxygen. So here, let's see. So voila. So the broadcast is not ended. We'll come back soon. See you soon. Bye. Yeah, go on the reading. And I was getting so happy to do the reading, and eventually, with my internet connection being so, yeah, devastating for me, it was. I had no idea what's going on. I tried to call to the provider and everything, but anyway, yeah, I will do the readings, and let's see when they are uploaded. One card tried to come out. It was a page of water. I'm totally not in the mood to give any message of a page of water. No, you would be. I mean, I would try to play a more satisfying card. Yeah, okay, 5 of cups. Yeah, you could not be happy or satisfied with the sun here, and the 7 of cups. You still do not really know where or what this is all about, but don't worry. The sun, your consciousness, your higher consciousness, your inner consciousness will guide you through this. Just keep on watching if you made it until here. 9 of cups. We will move fast now. So we have the death course, so the change and the justice. Yeah, the death card, I mean, yeah, okay, it's nice having this here to represent here the mood. So the death, it's like you're making a mood board. I mean, with this, I mean really like you're making a way how people can grieve. the devil. And yeah, it's really your work, 8 of Cups. So it could be you're into healthcare, but with whatever it is you do, the death card, it makes them transform and metamorphose. So yeah. The Knight of Wands. So message of or communication back again from the Emperor is back here. Knight of Wands. So whatever you're doing, this looks very interesting to me. I mean, the Emperor is coming up. The Emperor is the captain of the universe. I take one more round. We have the Hierophant. The 5 of Cups. So you are loyal to your misery. We have, yeah, the 2 of Coins and the Ace of Sticks. So you travel between your misery or your loyalty to suffering, or what you see or your perception about this, and then here to also travel to get to your passion, your energy, your Ace of Sticks. I think sometimes you need to make this decision more conscious, 2 of Swords. And the Lovers, yeah, to get into the garden. Yeah, the Lovers, the garden, the Judgment, after all, Pluto, final judgment, the judgments. Pluto moves to Aquarius. So a lot to communicate about here, the Lovers, so community building and everything. Could also be platforms, or something with the platform. Page of Pentacles, you're learning people something, learning to use their photo machine or something. So it's an upgrade in their machine and they have to learn how to use it. So the shutter speed, so the fastness of the lights coming in or out, and exposures and the time. So photography, very important topic here. Page of Pentacles, imagery, video, radio. So these are main ingredients for time travel, yeah. And here we have the time traveler again. So the reading fits goes on. So you're learning more about fotografia. So this is a very important key here. So could be the angle or the shape of how you make it, or how you use a picture or imagery in your letter type on a white background with lines or something. And we take one more round with the key cards. So it's something like photographic memory, but photographic memory, Page of Pentacles, to very harmonious things here. 4 of Sticks. I haven't seen this card so long. 4 of Sticks, and we have 5 of Wands. So people, I mean, I think the effort what you put in now makes those people who are in 5 of Wands stand still. I mean, it's like you're so loyal to your misery that you know their misery and you're making it better because of what you teach them. The 4 of Sticks, you're teaching them to transition, to use those sources. So Pages of Pentacle are sorcerers. We saw the Magician, so earth signs, Pages of Stones, earthwork or circles or dance, sun dance, moon dance, justice. So we see here also the 5 of Wands is also sound and music, so it can be here rhythm or music. The pages are very young, and since we have here been talking about the communication, the Lovers, the Devil, and the industry, and search engines. Here it's also heartbeat drum. So yeah, let's take one more round. So this reading is not too long. So here we have 6 of coins, the hermit, and the 9 of swords. So yeah, the hermit was a little bit worried, yeah, probably because I did a reading of the hermits right after it I made a reading. No, right before, I mean, sorry. So right after the reading of the Piscean, some time in between, I'm uploading the reading of the hermits, and yeah, that's right after the Piscean reading, and I mentioned can girl, so I'm not sure what a hermit, a Virgo, is thinking about this. 6 of Pentacles, so this exchange with this Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like I'm seeing something into action or into work. That card is change and this shift. We will see maybe later in other readings. It's a general reading, and I haven't been reading so much because the last castle I was reading started off with I think it was a Cancerian's reading, I'm not sure, a story about the satellite and yeah, particles in the atmosphere, like pollution of any kind, satellite or something, and yeah, there was a conference at the end of the castle. So I could have been reading all the time about these systems. So what we saw here in your reading, the navigation and the tools, so they have to work, Valentine, and you don't want that a satellite suddenly yeah, collides with an asteroid on planet, and the asteroid is gone or whatever. But anyway, it's not so important. Maybe I'm gonna shuffle you another card. We have the 7 of Wands, 10 of Coins, and the Queen of Swords. You're like, how dare you speak in such a way to so many people? The Emperor. Well, Emperor, if I'm talking to you, should I keep silent? Anyway, we have a Queen of Swords here. The openbaring. So yeah, I was just thinking it's something in your charts, in your cards, in your zodiac cards, about this communication, or about how to process this trauma. The 5 of Cups, what we saw. Yeah, confusion to process this. And yeah, Earth. So yeah, the Earth signs, the Page of Pentacles, already going to the Earth, lying on the Earth, smelling, breathing the Earth. Yes. Alright, so we just gave some advice, and now we'll come up for your advice for your high school and high school for all. And I'm very happy that we have saw the 9 of Pentacles in the reading, the Virgo, the time traveler. So let's see. We have the Hangman. So yeah, really learning the new code or the new alphabet. And the Messenger of Fire. Okay, so it could be an invention, or new invention, or new device, or new application, or something. The Hangman. Yes. Okay, let's play more. Let's play one card. So now we're playing again only one card, and let's see what we have in a collective reading. So we're starting with 13-day reading. We have the lovers, so the communication, the lovers, the communication, the lovers, the Geminis, and we have the Page of Cups. So yeah, no short talks or pity talks. Pages of Cups here. Or you're trying to avoid this Page of Cups. You're thinking too bright, the lovers. So you're really are linking with those people who are zooming in your thoughts. Well, let's see on. We have one flower card. No, we play first the romance angel. We have for you, release your ex. It's time. The time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, the previous one, the previous device, so you're upgrading, yeah, honeymoon, so practicing here in the boat here, the new boat. Enjoy the bliss of this holiday time together. So yeah, I'm not sure if you really are together physique, but at least you know what I'm talking about. Collective, we have the Jonquilla power, so very powerful person. Take hold of what you know is yours, and the Zinnia absent. So yeah, those people or those person could be absent or absent. What is not here is the key. So absent, the green fairy. The green fairy. And let's play for you one of those power cards. We have as a sigil here the sun. So yeah, really your natal chart. So if you can go check on those sun sign things. Yeah, you might even calculate like solar flare or yeah, something in between the infrared spectrum. Felix Felicitios, a power symbol again to create lucky, serendipitous events. Yes, that's what we are all for here about. From the Six of Swords transition to the Four of Wands. And we are dedicated to the Jupiter sextile Mercury. Open your third eye to strengthen intuition, insight. Four of Swords, so yeah, the rest, meditation, the dreaming, the processing of the pain, the trauma, the loss, the release of the Queen of Swords, and then the Two of Swords, how you are making the decision to get conscious or to consciously make decisions about this to benefit much people. Ten of Coins, to benefit your family or your friends or the community. Yeah, you're doing this on this Five of Sticks. You're processing this. So the sun, so can be your calling those people by their sun sign. So this is collective reading, but later on I will do this for all the signs. From Aries to Piscean, the first to the last. Words to world and world words. So thank you for following in this reading. So the Page of Cups, good luck. And see you later. See you soon. Bye bye. Thank you for listening and liking these contents.